actually a few characters that we had contemplated that we designed product for.
We have a character here, RC, who's one of the only female robots in the Transformers lore, and she actually almost made it into the movie, but for some reason they couldn't quite get the plot line correct, so maybe we'll see her in future movies to come.
Hasbro wanted to see what we came up with. You know, they kind of left us completely alone for a long time.
They were really kind of, you know, let me do my thing, you know, and where I veered off, like with Optimus, we had to make the ears just a little bit bigger to get a little more of the samurai look.
If you think about where Transformers came from, the robot culture of Japan is in part based on the tradition of samurai armor.
We had some serious, I guess, Transformer, just total head geeks that have been, you know the lore backwards and forwards, that we would vet this stuff through.
Early on that the art department was working on for Optimus, you can see that he was a lot more blue, and even the vehicle parts were kind of disappearing. Particularly the tires were uncoiling, and those are just things that were going to become issues for us to make product of. One of the things that Transformers is not is morphing. They are transforming, so pieces have to go somewhere. On the product side, with real plastic, my team has physics to contend with. That did present kind of a design challenge that we threw back to the production team, and they realized that, and I think we got to a happy place for everybody.
Autobots, transform! Roll out!
Peter Cullen did the original voice, and still has a great voice. And then this one, give it a little bit more of a, you know, the easy Ironhide, you know?
Okay. When Peter Cullen was announced as the voice of Optimus, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was awesome, and I thought it was the most unexpected little nod to the fans, and I think it showed a respect for that, for how much that voice defined the character.
They deserve to choose for themselves, and you will die with them!
When I was looking at faces, I said, I want Megatron to have an attitude like a Hugo Weaving.
You still fight for the weak.
Frank Welker, I kept putting his voice, the cartoon voice, to our gigantic Megatron, and it just didn't fit.
You fool, Starscream. You fool, Starscream. You fail me yet again, Starscream.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. You did a great job.
Thank you, Michael.
I appreciate you doing
It was a pleasure. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
The life-scale Bumblebee was only meant to be just kind of a see it for pieces, you know? It really can't hold up to the detail of going up close.
What they'll do is they make that robot in the computer. Then they give us that computer file, and we'll make that part.
This piece is called the Bumblebee. It supposedly transforms from a 2008 Camaro into this robot here. And how it's going to do that, I have no idea.
There's 150 single parts on that robot. The whole robot was sculptured out of foam. We took molds off of them, made fiberglass parts, and when it stands up, it's actually about 18 feet tall.
That's too far, huh?
Too far?
So we'll cut.
Put this away.
We need to make a yoke in there with the glitcher. A glitcher probably hold that.
This thing cost $75,000 to paint. It required a special 4-layer paint because it matches the car.
Me and Bumblebee are starting to get to be real close.
When we got near the robot, it was just like, no way. And you start walking, you're getting closer and closer, and you start seeing the body and the torso and the head, and it's just nuts. It was nuts. Silence.
The robot can't move on camera, but we can position it in any position that Michael needs it. And so it's a really good guide for them.
I'm operating the Bumblebee airbags for movement. Hey, camera! Marker! Be mark? Action!
No! My favorite Transformer is Bumblebee.
He's always been Bumblebee.
Yeah.
My favorite Transformer now, I think, is Starscream.
Megatron is dead! The humans have taken it!
I think Ironhide is probably my favorite.
Stand back! You feeling lucky?
I like Optimus Prime.
This is Optimus Prime here, baby. Good looking truck. As a kid growing up, I was very into fixing my own cars and taking them apart. And so from cars and just being an automotive head, Transformers, it kind of struck me as something fun to work on. Watch out, get out of the way, I'm rolling cameras. Ready, and IMO guy, go. Ready, and send him, Kenny.
Michael Bay does know his cars. He's pretty particular about the cars he wants. He knows a lot more about cars than I do.
Not too fast.